margarita, and based on the price point, I thought it was gonna be like a margarita, but it's a margarita. This is only $5. It's probably mostly sugar, but I'm tasting that tequila for real. So, for those of you who were in my live stream earlier, I think the interview went really well. He was super, super flexible about training for front of house. And he said something that is what I say when I interview people. I say, I can build you a cook. I can show somebody how to cook. What I can't build is character. And he said that, and he's like, I can build a bartender. We only have 12 signature drinks on here. It's not that hard. And they don't sell a lot of wine, which is what I expected from a pizza place. But they have an amazing selection of local Austin craft beers. And he needs somebody who has that craft beer knowledge and who has that personality to be able to sell it. So, you know, I talked about how it's really, I'm very detail oriented, and based on my experience as a chef, it makes me hyper vigilant about making sure that their to-go orders are correct, because there's nothing I hate worse than when we have to refire something because the server didn't put it out right, you know. So that's good. I think there's a fit, but he also says that he has more candidates to talk to, and he should know something by the end of the week or next week. So that actually made me feel kind of good. You know, I do not accept positions where they make an offer or they want to hire me right during the interview. Like, because what that tells me is that you're desperate, you can't keep people, and that nobody wants to answer your Craigslist ad or your Indeed ad. So there's something wrong with you that I don't know about, and I'm probably not going to figure it out for like 2 weeks until after I've been there. Latin Patriot, how are you, girl? How are you, sweetie? So anyway, it made me feel good. Like, I'm glad that I can be in competition with other people. I want that. I have never stayed long at jobs where they offer you a job like the first, like at the interview. Like, do not offer me a job at the interview. Think about it. Call me the next day if you really are desperate and want me there. But do not offer me a job at the interview, because I will not take it. It's a sign of desperation, and you will always find out within a couple of days or a couple of weeks why they're so fucking desperate. And it's usually because either the owner is psycho, or they're so understaffed that nobody can handle the workload, or it's usually because the place is just fucking filthy, and they sell nasty ass food that no self-respecting chef would want to serve. Okay, so it's usually one of those four things. Well, I interviewed for a bartender position, but I liked it. It was cool. It was a cool little pizza place, a cool little sports bar. They had a badass patio. They had a badass deck, so I could see how, you know, in the evenings, that place could probably get very packed. They don't have a big parking lot, which again is kind of good, because it means you don't have a whole lot of people coming in. You have a big, they have a small dining room, they have a large patio, but most of their orders are to go. So it's like, I don't even need to fucking deal with these customers. Like, I don't even need to deal with that many of them. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like a good transition between back of house and front of house, is to be able to like have that customer interaction, but not have too much customer interaction. Right? But I like the vibe. You know, I like the vibe there. It was cool. So I hope I get it. I hope he can see something in me that he's not going to get from another more experienced bartender. And then I just literally had 2 phone interviews back to back. One of them, I could tell when the guy called me that he was crazy. Hey, HVAC up in here? Hey, Wes, how are you? Sam Harris, how are you? T Plumber. Is T Plumber and HVAC the same person? Latin Patriots like my secretary. Okay, got it. The guy was like trying to tell me, like from the almost the moment he picked up the phone, he was like, "What are you looking for?" And I don't answer that question. You don't, motherfucker, I answered your ad and you got back to me. So did you read my resume? Because it says in the objective what my resume says I want. So I love you. Un beso para ti. So he's like, well, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? It's like, I was trying to, again, I'm remembering my how to communicate. I should call this how to communicate politely. Okay, so, you know, I have to sometimes deflect questions and turn it around on people because they come out the gate like thinking that they sound so professional, but they sound stupid, right? And I kind of took some shots at this guy on the phone. I was on the phone with him for a while. But like he was trying to tell me about what they do. And he's like, well, you know, we have a food truck and we have a food trailer and we're getting a brick and mortar and we're working on these concepts. And, you know, we have a catering kitchen in Pflugerville, which I'm not fucking going up there. Like, that's too far. So I knew within 10 minutes that I wasn't going to take the job. Right, like he was just being so vague and so ambiguous, and then he's like, you know, we need somebody to do this and this and this, and I was like, okay, well, do you, like at first I asked him, like, do you need someone who can come in and create training guides, plating guides, cost sheets, recipes? Do you need someone to come in and do that? And he's like, yeah, we need somebody. And then later on in the conversation, he's like, no, we have all that done. I said, I thought you needed someone to do it. No, we have all that done. And then he was talking about, you know, does this sound like something you want to do? I was like, well, you know, I'm curious about your other concepts, like barbecue and grilling and smoking meats and butchery is like my passion. Like I'm good at everything that I do, but like that's what I'm really, really good at doing is butchering, grilling, smoking meats, hickory, apple, oak, mesquite. Like I'm all about it, you know. I got a lot of training doing that. And I'm like, tell me about your barbecue concept. And he was like, oh, it's gonna be Tex-Mex. I said, well, okay, I'm not from out here, so I don't really know what Tex-Mex means. What does Tex-Mex mean to you? He's like, oh, well, you know, from every place, you know, it's a little different, but, you know, I was thinking, you know, barbecue, you know, we're going to have ribs and chicken and brisket and all of that, but we want to put a Mexican spin on it. So now I'm picking this motherfucker's brain, and I'm like, oh, so do you want to create a flavor profile that's like very heavy on the chilies and kind of showcasing the different types of chilies from Mexico and Texas? Like, do you want to focus on sauces and create like, you know, kind of like Mexican flavored like barbecue sauces? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's your concept? Like, he couldn't fucking explain it to me. He could not fucking explain it to me. He could not tell me what exactly he was trying to do. And then the more I grilled him, then he started saying, oh, well, we want to do Caribbean profiles and we want to do Brazilian profiles. And I was like, dude, don't tell me like, if he could see my face over the phone, this is what I look like. Virgo face. I don't even have to say anything. If I look at you like this, you know what time it is. So I was like, dude, okay, you're nuts. And then I asked to speak to his chef because for whatever stupid reason, he had me on a conference call with 2 other people. Axe Truth! Everybody say what's up to Axe Truth 3. Make sure you head over to axetruth.com. Axe, I was actually watching you last night. I'm a little bit behind on your streams, but I was watching you last night. You are at your nephew's house for a wedding, is that correct? So you on a little vacation there? Jail for 2 weeks. Yeah, so you're on a vacation. You're on a Facebook vacation. Salute to Axe Truth, the one and only, the knows, axetruth.com. He is easier to follow through his website. I prefer to follow him through his website, so whenever I want to watch him, instead of trying to chase him around, I just go straight to his website. He just got kicked off, I guess, another Instagram page, so like I can't keep up with you, bro. You're like all over the place, like this interview that I had. So anyway, I did fuck with this guy. Shit, what the hell? I did fuck with this guy, and I was like we had, like, he kept talking, and I said, I didn't say anything, right? So it was just like this long moment of silence because I knew he could tell that I wasn't responsive and I was asking questions that normally somebody wouldn't ask. Like, I'm asking questions that financial, like an angel donor or an angel investor would ask. I'm not asking questions like I'm sitting here fucking begging for a job. How you doing? I got this big ass margarita. I gotta finish it. I don't even like margaritas, but this is good. It's not too sugary. We'll find out soon. We got Mr. Dick in the house. Got that dick in a box. Got that dick in the morning. Got that dick on a boat. Every time I wear this, my yellow Patriot swimsuit, I have to tell him where I'm at. I love that swimsuit so much. I do. Latin Patriot says, what's up to you, Mr. Dick? Got that dick in a box. Anyway. Margaritas, the water of my people. Where am I? At a Mexican restaurant. I came in here, I got me a mojada frita. If you don't know about the mojada frita, then you don't know what's up. Bien dorados, that's how I like it. If you don't know what I just said, learn some Spanish. Is Uber, where's Uber guy's not in my chat? Is Uber guy in my chat? Not the real Uber guy, right? Anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, so all over the place, like my mind is right now. So this guy sounded nuts. And so what he said to me after this long moment of silence is he said, I know it sounds pretty chaotic. I'm not sure if this is something you want to do. And I said, thank you. The real Uber guy is in my chat? How you doing, Uber guy? This, that, and the third? I've been watching you for years. I've been watching you almost as long as I think I've been watching Axe Truth. So, welcome. I'm honored. You want to be on my, you want to do a Zoom call? Holla at me. Holla at me. I'm a big fan, and congratulations on your marriage. I remember when you got engaged. So I'm happy for you. That's awesome. You are so, you have no idea how many mornings I had listened to you on the way to work. It was, I'm gonna tell you who my first 4, 5 life-changing YouTubers was Verstein, Truth or Talk, Axe Truth, okay, in the chopping block, Uber Guy, Jericho Green, and of course, Ollie Matthews. Like, you were the 5 YouTubers that I had to listen to on almost a daily basis before I came out of the conservative closet. So I'm talking, I've been with you since either 2017 or 2018. Thank you. Thank you. Please, Uber Guy. Hey, Latin, can you please put my my email in the chat? Would you mind putting my email? It is redpill_rage@protonmail.com. And I swear to God, the only person that I haven't talked to that I really want to talk to besides you 5 is Karen Kennedy. I love me some Karen Kennedy out of Colorado. Like, if somebody could holler at her and tell her to call me, please. Because she knows who I am. She knows. She knows. Thank you so much, Uber Guy, for being here. You've blessed my soul in so many ways for such a long time, and of course that goes out to you as well, Axe Truth. You've blessed my soul many, many times, and when I don't feel like I have a friend, I listen to you because I can't stop laughing when you talk. Every time you say the sissies, I can't stop laughing. I really can't. You touch us. So anyway, all right. So yeah, I just had to tell that guy, like, yo, you sound crazy. But I did say this. We will work. Me and Judge Joe Brown are working on doing shit. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. Well, you do your thing with Judge Joe Brown. He's so cool. My grandma used to like to watch him before she died. So I have good memories of him. It's like watching together, like she used to watch like the People's Court, like all that shit. So yeah, I definitely like Judge Joe Brown. He's awesome. So I'm happy for you. Congratulations, man. You're moving up. You are amazing. Thank you for sticking up for. And you know what? One thing about Uber Guy is I dead ass remember when he first said, I don't want to deal with MAGA people. And and at the time, maybe I didn't understand it because I was so hardcore on the train. But now that I've been on the train and I've met so many people and gone to all these places, like, I see why he said that. Like, we cannot become monolithic in our thinking. We cannot become one in mind. Like, I'm just kind of like Axe. Like, I'm like, okay, I see what's right and wrong. We're not trying to step on any toes here, but we're not going to stand for the bullshit, right? Gonna cut through the bullshit, right? I thought it was if Uber Guy, I don't know if you're still in here, but I thought it was very brave of you when you made that video, because what's happening right now is a lot more conservatives like are realizing that we not only can we not be like them, but in order for us to stay united, we cannot be like them. You know what I mean? Like, we have to stay united and we have to stay respectful of everybody else's boundaries and respectful of everybody else's, opinion. Like, I don't like seeing all this fighting. Let me spill the tea. Okay, so Major Williams, who's running as a write-in candidate in California against everybody else. What's up, Maurice? He is suing Brandon Tatum's wife. Okay? And everybody's just like coming for everybody. And it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. this is why we're losing. It's not just because the Democrats and the Satanists and the commies are so powerful. It's because we cannot mobilize people on the ground. You know what I mean? The Proud Boys are literally the only group of patriots, and maybe Bikers for Trump, who can aggressively mobilize on the ground and do it at their own risk, a great cost to all of them, their wives and their children, which is the other side of the Proud Boys story that nobody ever talks about. But I talk about it because I fucking meet these wives, okay? I meet these wives. All right. I want to see a united Patriot Party. I hope you didn't get a ticket, Axe, but I was saying nice things about you while you were gone. Especially cut through the bullshit. I got you. AxeTruth.com. Everybody say hi to Uber guys. Say hi to Mo Reese. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Hickama, baby girl. Hey, Billy boy, how are you? Okay, so my phone's about to die, so I'm happy you're all in here, especially you, Uber guy. I've never been able to interact with you before, so after all these years, thank you for jumping in my chat. Axe, thank you for being here. Mo Reese Delk, thank you for being here. And Dick Schwetz, if you're still in here, thank you for being here as well. We all have the same problems, but for some reason we continue to create problems with ourselves, then we lose. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. This is what pisses me the fuck off. The thing is, I work in environments where, for the most part, I can't work by myself. I try to work by myself. I prefer to work by myself, but I can't, right? When you're a manager, as I have been for a long time, okay, I don't always act like a manager, but when you are a manager, you have to learn how to accept everyone's strengths and everyone's weaknesses. And the problem is we don't have anyone managing the Maga movement. We don't have anyone managing the Patriots. We don't have anyone managing Republicans. That's what I'm here to do. Because I'm going to manage this shit the way it needs to be managed. I'm going to give marketing, I'm going to point marketing efforts toward places that it needs to be. And give and delegate what needs to be delegated to the right people. And I'm sorry, I have to criticize Donald Trump about this, and I have talked about this over and over and over and over again. His problem was that as much of a great businessman as he is, he don't fucking know how to, he didn't know who to put in his cabinet. I'm sorry. You could have put Axe, Uber Guy, Jericho, Karen Kennedy, Brandon Straka, Scott Pressler, Patricia Dickerson, and me. He could have put us in all of those seats, and we wouldn't be. Okay. Anyone still in here?